Oh no, where am I running? Too far away. So, hello. This is one part of team screaming activity. As one person mentioned that when it's just me, it's just screaming activity. But yeah, I'm back with more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we finished up prologue and started chapter 1 and learned about, well, our officers that we might just never meet again and the situation of the ship. We are currently lacking a navigator and a Master Engineseer. If I'm not wrong, let's just double check our journal. So, looking for trouble, so we should visit Rykad, the prison planetoid. So, a matter of utmost importance led the interrogator of the Inquisition. Yeah, Henrik von Kalox to the Rykad system. The rogue trader's duty as a loyal servant of the Imperium is to find the interrogator and aid him in his mission. Since his whereabouts are currently unknown, it may be easier said than done. So, there are 3 habitable planetoids, places in this system, in the Rykad system. So, Rykad V, a prison planetoid. Navis Nobility Station, where we can find, well, navigators. And that is a plausible destination for interrogator of Ordo Xenos. And Rykad Menoris, the planet. And we have heard rumors, well, not rumors, information from the Augur array that there is some kind of insurrection going on Rykad Menoris. We'll see once we get there. But we will definitely start with the Navis Nobility Station once we get to it. We as well have a request from Argenta. After the officer's brief, she caught us and asked us to talk to her. And yes, errands. We need more people, more crew, more voidfarers to man our ship because, well, we have lost 2,000 souls during the insurrection of the heretics. Well, and for the, we need machine spirit keeper, new Engineseer, as I mentioned, and the guide. We need a new navigator. And there is Navis Nobility Station in this system. Easiest thing to do at the moment would be to go talk to Sister Argenta and ask her about what does she want, her personal quest. And we could talk to the rest of the crew, but honestly I want to leave that for later, at least for now. We should start, yes, not with talking to Argenta. We should check our void ship. So this is Redemption Inexorable, our void ship. And posts. We should post people in their officer post. It won't matter in chapter 1, but it will begin to matter in chapter 2 due to void combat. So, as for Supreme Commander, they require persuasion skill. It will go to us. We will be the most persuasive person in command, so we will lead this part of the ship. Master Cannoner requires demolition. That will be Argenta's job. Shield Master requires tech use. We, as of yet, do not have a Shield Master candidate. For Master of Maneuvers, we will put Abelard. He will be main of athletics. For Warp Channeler, we might go with Idira or with awareness. I'm not yet sure, so I will leave these 2 posts open for now. And now we can go talk with Sister Argenta.
Rogue trader.
Yes. You said you have a personal request from me, for me.
I indeed have a request, rogue trader.
Oh boy, no, so we need to narrate this. The cursed servants of chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practice there are for cases like this in Von Valencia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls would expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the rogue trader could meet with the orphans? Well, let's go with the first one. What good would meeting them do? These children are the future of your crew, and one day they too will have to stand against evil and heresy as their parents did. By meeting them, by speaking the right words to them, you will honor the memory of the fallen heroes and light the way to heroes in the making. They will always remember the day they met the rogue trader. Besides, it will bolster the orphans' spirits, help them recover from their loss, which can be hard for someone so young. Oh, fair enough. Deliver orders. Fair enough. Let's address orphans. Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of rogue trader. I will address the orphans with speech. As you wish, rogue trader. Thank you for granting my request. There we go. I like to deal with personal quests as they pop up for our characters. Or our companions. And yeah, nothing else to it really. A group of adolescents, clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes form a straight line before you. Some stare at you with wide eyes like you are some mythical creature, while others huddle together in fear and look away. Oh boy, this word, indefatigable? Okay, indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. Abelard glances at the gathered children. It is hardly scholar progenium in here, but we have provided the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. Argentas is standing to the side of the group. At your approach, she perks up and announces, her voice ringing. Brave ones, Master of this ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House Von Valencius. Yeah, no, that's... Okay, let's go with this one. Smile at the group. Your Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. The teenagers keep staring at you. A girl who has remained close to Argentas smiles uncertainly. A skinny, pale lad tries to throw his shoulders back and stand at attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why would we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens, and you, noble lot, and you just give us speeches." Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotion flashes in her dark eyes, like she wants both to calm him and scold him for his impudence. So their comportment leaves much to be desired. Okay, address the chaperones, punish the troll. Okay, no. Okay. Address the group. If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen. The boy smiles grimly. It doesn't matter what we say, it won't bring our parents back, and won't change our fate either. We'll keep slaving away on this ship until we drop and die like our folks, or worse. Okay, let's go with the second one. When the heretics who killed your parents attacked the ship, I was there. I took command, I fought, and repelled the assault as quickly as I could. But no war can be won without losses. You can only strive to do what is within your power. You heard the rogue traitor. Her words carry the wisdom of the Imperium. It is hard to say whether or not your words have left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly, then he catches himself and gives you an awkward bow. Abelard gives a sign, and servants immediately emerge carrying packaged treats with one Valencius emblazoned on the wrappers. It appears that the Seneschal came prepared for any contingency. Oh, he's our Seneschal, so he would be prepared. Yes, yeet some sweets at the children. Argenta rubs her temple pensively. She smiles and offers a few more words of encouragement and then leaves the bay. Fair enough. And I think we are done with her mission for the moment. Oh, her problems. She can trust us a bit more. Hopefully. Yeah. And now we can move on from our void ship. Yep. Towards Rykad Minoris. No, not Rykad Minoris, but yeah, confirm verification. The Coronis expands. Let's see more. Yep, SAR system. I know what to do in the SAR system. Yeah, let's start by visiting Eurac V and meeting navigators. It is, well, in my opinion, the most reasonable thing to do, because we don't know where we can find Engineseer, but we definitely know where we can find Navigator. And getting Navigator is more critical than finding some Inquisition lackey. Lord Captain, reporting. The heralds of Navis nobility continue to maintain Vox silence. Perhaps due to Eurac V being off limits to visitors, we intercepted signals from the beacon drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's dock. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis nobility house requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. The Vox relays. The Vox relays, the cadent sound of grinding gears and clicking tumblers. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by rogue trader, and the declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Order an auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear a static and vigorous measured voice. The officers from the auger crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means that the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the steam navigators' heralds ignoring us? Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for a steam navigator's blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Well, we will dock safely, I hope, and move on to... Yeah, so we have a new quest here. Journal, let's see it. Secrets of Navis Nobility. Navis Nobility Station is not responding to any signals, but the auger array have detected biological signatures in the main chamber. The rogue trader's only option is to perform an emergency docking and personally investigate. So yeah, the rogue trader needs to recruit new navigator, but the Navis Nobility heralds are not responding and something strange is happening on the void station. It appears outside intervention is required. Yes, we will indeed intervene. Let's begin the scan. And there it is. Eurac V. We have our full complement of full crew complement party, and we can jump right into the action. Let's see what it brings and what the navigators are hiding. At least from the quest name.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for your transgressions against the House Orselio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute the infidels. Okay, that was a shotgun and some las guns. Not a step further. Master, we have strange guests aboard the station. On board the station. There we go. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Excuse me. Something in my throat. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his very face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of the navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the T.S.A upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. The seneschal takes a deep breath. Before you stands her ladyship, the rogue trader, Beatrice von Valencius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Kronos expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that nobilite costumes require the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on the station, her ladyship the rogue trader is willing to turn blind eye to your hostility. But just this once. In that case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There is a dangerous glint in a man's dark, shrouded eyes. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felek Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Eurec V is a holy sanctum of House Orselio, and the path to it is only revealed to select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. Provide me with a navigator, and I will immediately depart the station. Oh, let's try with the Inquisitor, maybe. I'm looking for Lord Inquisitor's Interrogator, one Heinrichs von Kalox. Do you know anything about his present location? The Lord Inquisitor's Interrogator? I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. Yeah, so provide me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. I do not think this is possible. Eurec V is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, Felek gestures at disorder around him. You have chosen an inopportune time for negotiation. All right then, let's ask. What is happening on this station? Where did all these corpses come from? Where did they come from? Betrayal. The most banal thing in the life of the nobilite, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Eurec V and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivable. They dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felek falls silent for a few moments, and then furiously slams the end of his staff into the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. So, what kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Felek takes his hand away from his rib cage, notices blood and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Well, I know why should I help them, but still, we should ask. Why should I help you? You came to this station for a reason. House Orselio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. So how am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in a guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory and the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis nobilite for incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something which I currently happen to lack. I guess that makes sense. So, what have you decided, descendant of the von Valencia's line? Yeah, I will rescue your mistress, but in return I require that House Orselio sign a contract with my protectorate. Felek's reply sounds curt and tired. So be it. Harry, the mistress safely is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished. And we received a phylactery. So, after witnessing this bloody
master-crafted patella augment is not fit for a servitor.
Execution, we gain some experience, and there, more shards of crystallized darkness. Heretic trophies. Ain't that interesting? Yeah. Actually, we did not read the letter from the Inquisitor. Handwritten letter with a seal. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for Rykad system. One of my agents, Interrogator Henrix 1 Kellogg's, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the Interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator von Kellogg's activities on Rykad Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, von Kellogg's himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. What was it? Xavier Calcazar, if I'm not wrong. Felek's bodyguards. Quite a few of them. And there we can already see opposition and some goods. But it does not seem that we can go through here. So... White, bright, pure color. And all riddled with horrible veins that carry poison and fear, and he pains from his body. Who are you? Why are you crying? So it's Idira with her inaccurate prophecies again.
The whispers told me how.
Okay, so we succeeded. If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, and our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery. So the corpses were mauled by a force far beyond mortal capacity. Their faces are twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons. Now the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, and cutlery. Interesting. Well then, let's do our athletics check.
Unexpected result.
Very nice.
Something
This
ominous
ocular
lurks
impact
ahead.
was a worthwhile investment.
Okay, and let's...
Nothing escapes my sight.
Got it. Traps. So, our demolitions expert is Argenta. Let's see if she succeeds.
The
There we
Emperor
go.
favors me today.
And we can get rid of this trap as
I
well.
better myself through my service.
Now, we can... Well, we won't deal with that. There's some opposition that we need to deal with.
If such is the Emperor's will.
What's this? Lady Navigator's statue looks pristine and new. I guess so. It's the lady of this house. We'll attack the heretics from here. Stand firm. We must not let the miscreants defile House Orcelio. Well, we'll see about that. Pirate will for House Orcelio.
More enemies to face judgment.
So, let's see.
Dare cross the faithful?
Firstly, I want to put Abelard actually here. I want to set Argenta there. So who goes first? Idira and then Abelard. Okay, I can work with that. I will set Idira here and we ourselves will sit right here. Let's start. So Idira goes first. She will give Abelard a dodge. Then she can weaken the squad commander. More, and let's see about that warp lightning. Okay, so we can get rid of these two guards and open way for Abelard, which we will do. There. Ooh, that was 3 for whale degradation. That's not really good, but no, well. Now, Abelard can God medicate. I think Abelard will start with God medicate. The squad commander, God defender, then Argenta. Argenta will be able to move in and possibly mow down the commander with this guard complement there. So Abelard will rush at the medicate.
Target well struck.
There and finish them off. And then Abelard will endure, because most definitely a lot of opponents will attack him. So the unnatural luck and advance, advice and guidance. Yep, he's buffed to all hell right now. So commander retreated, unquestioning orders, we dodge it. Great. Yes, Abelard is the main target as planned. He's meant for that, he's tanking all that damage. Now, Argenta can run and gun. Oh, we already see some tentacles there. Warp is getting thinner and thinner. The whale is breaking. Now, again, we will... Oh, no, not pistol burst. No, where is our bolter? So, burst fire. Nope, that would hit Abelard. Can we not hit Abelard? Shit. 23% chance of hitting Abelard. We can't move... Oh, we can. Fine, then let's move on next to Abelard. And fire from here. Okay, let's shoot it like this. That was a rather shit shot. Let's try here. Okay, I expected more from an Argenta. And what's this? Ah, fired up. Whenever the soldier deals damage. Okay, so her critical damage went up by 3% now. And Furious Recital will help. Yes, a bit. Our momentum was boosted a bit. I don't like that Argenta is out in the open, but... now they're hitting the commander more. Oh, fair enough. We need to move up now. And I think I will give Argenta voice of command. How much health do you have? Can we possibly kill you? Most likely not. I have a plan. Argenta might get an extra turn. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay, good, he didn't die. Now we give Argenta extra turn. Oh, extra actions. She should try and kill the commander. Yes, she did. Now she will get extra turn. That's our turn. What? Why didn't she get extra turn? She killed the opponent. Huh. That's weird.
There is movement
Or did that
in
count
the
as...
Empyrean.
Okay, weird. Nope. Can we hit them with warp lightning from there? No, we can't. Then Argenta needs extra dodge. Otherwise, she is getting hit. And what else can we do? Can we give you... Yes, we can. And for now, that is all that Adira can do. So, Abelard, our dear friend. He will charge. Yes, and then we will just burst fire. There. That's all of them, actually. Huh. Nice. Abelard can stay there. And now they're targeting Argenta, which I definitely don't like. But Argenta can move down here and just open fire. There we go. We can activate Revel and Slaughter. And... yeah, sure, let's do her heroic act. We have reloaded our gun for free, and now she can just slaughter the guys. 62%. Yep, there. That's it. That's all of them. Again, our Sister of Battle just shut up everything. Cool. Yeah, well, let's do a wee bit of looting. Okay, so better armor. Maybe, but it has quite high dodge penalty. We want the last gun for ourselves. Scrappy auto pistols, not really needed. Yeah, okay. And I want a couple of these armors just to check out how it works with what our party's gotten. Everything else goes to cargo. Let's see in the inventory. No, first up, we want to get last gun. We can have this setup currently as our secondary until we find a good sniper rifle. That will take a while because the first sniper rifle will go to Adira. We want her to have a sniper rifle. So this would reduce our dodge for quite a lot. And I think we want that. This is better chest plate. Yeah, she has armored body glove as well, and yeah, this armor is quite, well, shit. So we will just move it all to cargo. Now, there's some few more opponents to loot. Yeah, scrappy auto pistols. And a God Defender with their last gun. Yeah. Now. What else is here? So, more loot. And then we can explore this room more thoroughly. What's this? Ooh, a conversation. Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal god. By the God Emperor. Well, you are a strapping lad, you will probably make it to it for a cycle or 3. It has worn down better men than me, and what even is the point if your brain turns into mush? I might rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our low... Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down. Keepr Felek said that the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Unlike that fish-eyed... Be quiet, he might hear you. Well, you know what I mean. He almost busted our heads because someone forgot to check the catering unit. We haven't let in a single outsider in over 10 years, but the Keeper Theobald keeps finding things to fret over. Imagine the shrieking if he finds out Keepr Felek didn't make us inspect the hangar after Lord Winterscale's most recent visit. Throne forbid. I try to steer clear of the squabbling among the highborn. Some of the Keepr Felek's orders make little sense, like the last time he commanded that we cut off communications with Rykad for a while. Why would he do that? It looks like he grew tired of the Winterscale Scion's visits. Well, it's always a pleasure to aid Keepr Felek. That's right. If the highborn have grown tired of each other, let them deal with it. So clearly, there's already some contradictions to what Felek told us. Because he has been cutting off communications with Rykad, so basically cutting off all communications from the station. And he... what did he do? Not serve child for long, but... yeah, he did not make them inspect the hangar after Lord Winterscale's most recent visit, so... something might have happened in the hangar. Let's collect this information, because let's just say we're a bit nosy. So, the library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, from Astra Militarum tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus genitors. Okay, fair enough. Adequate enough. Extra information. Then there are some goods. Pontius Cyphus Galatius on the training of worthy servants at the court of Navis Nobilite. Oh boy. The good Mayordomo attempts to nurture only the finest of flowers in a garden that is their master's life. Therefore, new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care so that the garden's tree may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the wild thorns to cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress's room and garments are clean. Lesson 2. A faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. Lesson 3. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking. Lesson 4. A faithful servant tastes each dish and every drink before serving it to their mistress. Lesson 5. A faithful servant will have mastered the art of styling their mistress's hair. The total time that 5 servants can spend on arranging their mistress' coiffure should not exceed 3 revolutions of the chronometer. So, 3 minutes. Okay. Lesson 6. A faithful servant lives for their mistress and gladly gives their life for her as well. Lesson 7. A faithful servant, and I guess it just goes on with more and more lessons for faithful servants. Now, what else do we have here? So, a data crypt. Okay, nothing more about it. And a Law Imperium check. Let's see. We paused it. The statue by famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon the Magnificent. The 23rd year of this millennium original. So he was a navigator. Interesting.
Whatever you wish.
Yes, indeed, whatever I wish. What else do we have here? More goods. Yes, we will loot everything. And I mean everything we can get our hands on. Catechisms of St. Drusus. More holy cargo. And more
Would you look
loot.
at that?
Oh, secret loot. Ripper auto pistol. Yeah. If I'm not wrong, it will be pretty neat for Abelard to have that one. Or actually, no. It might be better Argentas secondary. Yes, it is definitely better for Argenta to have this as a secondary weapon. And this one we will just throw into cargo to never see again. Alright, what else? There were goods. Meteorite chunk. Alright. It might come in useful later. Mutated flesh sample. Of course there is one. Why wouldn't there be one? So, Medicaid. We need to roll. So it's 55% check. We will most likely... Oh, we succeeded in it. Interesting. So it was really just... Medicaid test. So it was Medicaid plus 40% base 15. Yeah, fair enough, it's 55%. We had to roll beneath it, and we did. Good. So most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open.
Quiet.
Ugh. Not a good way to go. And there's nothing else here to loot. Then there's only one door we can head through.
Over there. The sooner we start.
Almost ran into a trap.
Duty prevails.
Huh? We disarmed it. Then let's... Navigator flesh sample. Yeah.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
In his service, will they find strength and fortitude? Only thus will they turn their hearts away from the frailties that lead to heresies.
Fair enough. Conversation between our companions.
What deeds await us?
Oh, athletics 70%. Maybe.
Experience.
Oh, we did.
Nothing matters more.
Managed to do that, and there are some goods. What is this? Noble silk gloves. The wearer gains +5 bonus to persuasion. Most likely we will use them when we won't need the tech use gloves anymore. So let's leave them in the inventory. And interestingly enough, can we open these doors with our tech use? Oh, we could. Good.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Okay, so there are more
Never
traps.
doubt me.
And there are no more traps. Let's collect more goods for trading later. And you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see you are in league with them. It's an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors! Well, someone has gone quite bonkers. Sir, what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself, sir! Well, the sir will get a hold of you. I know you're all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you? And then unceremoniously, we shoot them with the last gun. But yes, something broke the god defender's mind. And they have more las guns and scrappy auto pistols and flak chest plates that we don't need. We can just move them away. So what goods do they have? Oh, another data crypt. Okay then. And another dead guard. Scrappy auto pistol.
I go where the whispers lead.
Can we open these doors? 63% tech use. No, let's try. Nope. And here? Oh, we could open these doors. And what's this? Research notes from Navis Laboratorum. Custodian Fortunata Orselio, Part 13. Keepr Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growths so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Ugh. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised, I'm lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper. I guess that's how it's spelled. So we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All the data related to the experiment were recorded on data crypt K04. I will get back to them later once I'm done with the experiment H41. Yeah. How I mentioned that the chunk of the meteorite found by Keepr Felek's subjects is completely useless? Although its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child, yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. So more paints made from this meteor chunk. And we learned that... where was it? Navigator flesh could protect from warp. Interesting. There are some experiments. And
I dare not provoke the
Uwe,
witness.
a servant, named servant, to other. We are done for, they'll kill us all. I can't take it anymore. Okay, and what's this here? For some reason, the archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. For some reason. Wink wink, nudge nudge, if you watched the previous episode. And another door. And a cogitator. Let's see if we can awaken it. The cogitator's windscreen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now... that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Oh, let's awaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked windscreen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitators inside emit creaks and groans as the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirit do grant you access to the cogitator's systems. Okay, then let's request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Felek Celio, location, main hall, status, alive. Theobald Celio, location, upper chambers, status, alive. Calomira Celio, location, upper chambers, status, deceased. Alexius Celio, location, lower levels, status, deceased. Rasmus Esteban Celio, location, unknown, status, deceased. The child, location, upper chambers. Biometric parameters. Rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress level exceeds the permissible limit. Status, unknown error. Attention! Arming procedure advised. Attention! Upper chambers inaccessible. Error! The control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact a station keeper or the Navis Laboratorum custodian. Fun times. Everything has gone wrong. Let's examine the log. The archive data stored on the cogitator's local data crypt is partially corrupted, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. View Walks Report 12 age 890. The vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requiring back... The officer's speech is interrupted by shouting and recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following vox recording are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Alright, so that is the start of the insurrection. Let's examine recent entries of the incident log. Report X880. Originator classified. Date classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again, and an order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Interesting, what does reprocessing mean? Report X886. Originator classified. Date classified. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Report X891. Originator classified. Date classified. Data expunged. Okay, let's examine the station's docking log. The log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Regent Aranto or Celio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Of course it is. Examine the security and life support logs. The yellow lights above the control panel flicker. To life and singular, repeating message streams down the windscreen. Warning. Damage in technical compartment A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning. Living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning. Unable to access the station's docking system. Warning. Energy regulation system. Unknown error. The station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning. So, yeah. We have arrived just in time because everything is slowly going to shitter. Let's review the encrypted data. Something buzzes. Okay, something buzzes, buzzing in the cogitator's metallic gut. Oh, that's weirdly written. Several red lumens light up above the windscreen. Required access level, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. So tech use, 68%. Let's try to break through the machine's guardian defenses. Oh, we succeeded. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The cogitator's overloaded processor whirs unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find trace of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine's spirit consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete picked flow disable access code and Annul station controls. Delete. Activity shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving extract from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, "Only the keeper of the station have access to the life support system, but Keeper Theobald had not left Child's side and neither had I. Could it be? Well then. There's one more keeper we know about. He has been up to some fuckery, it seems. Return to the list of available commands. We'll have to interrogate him about this." The vid screen blinks and the mechanisms in the machine's core emit a quiet hum. Let's see if we can't call Rykad Minoris from here. The system cannot carry out your command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanism. Something else has been done to the system. So, let's switch to the main chamber controls. The cogs with the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with a heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirit grants you access to the station control, or at least its part that still obeys the cogitator. Open all doors on level. The cogitator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirit had fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted, processing, error. I won't read the string of zeros and ones that is there. Let's just say 01 is required. Now, well, let's go through all the 01s to see what doors they are exactly, because I won't go through the binary here. A cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, this door has already been opened. Cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, this door has already been opened. You push a few buttons on the control panel, but the system rebels and keeps resetting your commands. According to the data, the compartment you are trying to open is depressurized. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems and produces the following message. The protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. So we're at 5, right? Yes, indeed. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door has already been opened. Fair enough. Alrighty, so which door will it open? More to explore. Go further in the library. Oh yeah, we have not found the laboratory yet. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems and produces the following message. The protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. And then, can we pass this logic check? 83%. Well, let's try it. Yes! Success! The weird screen lights up with the smattering of unfamiliar green symbols, and you hear a peculiar click from somewhere behind you. It appears one of the doors in the chamber has opened. So I guess that is all with the doors. Let's just double check. It seems so. Then let's power the main elevator controls. A few manipulations with the switches make you realize the elevator to the upper chambers is blocked. Activate the elevator. Processing query confirmed. Let's leave the cogitator now. Yep, you thank the machine spirit and reset the operating protocol. And that is that. So, I think it's a good time to stop here. Again, I have been here for an hour, so the cut will be just in time. I will continue this, exploration of Navis Nobilite station at a later time, so most likely soon. We'll continue it next time. I'm bad with outros. This has been one part of Team Screaming Activity. You can find these videos on YouTube, and goodbye.